It's T-1 as far as the third T20 international between India and England is concerned. And as we know, is the practice that somebody from the Indian camp will come address the media. This time it was the turn of the batting coach. The newly appointed batting coach of the Indian team, Kotak, turned up for the press conference, first press conference for him after being appointed the batting coach of the Indian team. And there are a couple of things that we've learned from him as far as this Indian team is concerned. Three talking points that I pulled out for you as far as that presser is concerned. The first is an update on Mohammad Shami's fitness. Then I'll tell you about what he said as far as the relationship with the Virat and Rohit Sharma, the two veterans, is concerned, as to how is it that he is looking to work with them. And lastly, I shall also be telling you about his views of Suryakumar Yadav as the captain of the side. But let's start with the main part over here. The big talking point has been Mohammad Shami not playing for the Indian team despite being in the squad. Two T20Is that we've seen. In both of those, Mohammad Shami had no role to play. So there's been this question if he's fit or not. The one thing that's been cleared by Sitanshu Kotak is that Mohammad Shami is absolutely fit. This is exactly what he said. He said that fitness is not a concern. Shami is fit, but something about him playing or not, I am not the one to answer that. There is definitely a plan for Shami for coming matches as well as the one days, but the coach and the captain Surya will take a call, and fitness definitely not a problem depending on how they are planning to build this load. That is what he said as far as Shami is concerned. So Mohammad Shami, the one thing that we know, there is no fitness concern about Mohammad Shami. He underwent a surgery last year. There was a knee issue that he faced after that. There's an ankle issue after that. There was a swelling, as we know. All of that is past Mohammad Shami right now. Maybe it's just tactics for which Mohammad Shami isn't playing right now and nothing else. So no fitness concerns as far as Mohammad Shami is concerned. Let's move forward. Let's talk about how he looks to link up with Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. On that front, he says that he's not worked with the two of them, unlike the other players in the team with whom he's worked at some point, be it the A tours, be it the NCA. He's worked with the other players, but not with Rohit and Virat Kohli. As far as their mindset, as far as improving them as players is concerned, he had to say that if they're in a mindset during that point of time, if they are ready to take any inputs, yes, I would have certain things in my mind and I will say it, but it has to be at the right time and they should feel that they are ready for it. That's as far as him taking things forward with Rohit and Virat is concerned. Also saying in the same breath that the two come with a lot of experience and one must value that. They already know their game very well, but at whatever point any sort of input is required by them as batters, he'll be more than willing to share his inputs with them, and in the process he looks forward to learning things from them as well because of the vast experience that the two of them come with. And lastly, his thoughts about Suryakumar Yadav. Well, his thoughts about Suryakumar Yadav, in a nutshell, he called the Indian captain selfless. But this is what he exactly had to say, saying that Surya is definitely a person who is playing for the team. He's very selfless, and that's what he is telling the whole group of batters, that everyone needs to be selfless. Yes, the expectation around Suryakumar Yadav and other batters, he says the format is such that the expectation is sky high. You're expecting 200, 225 to be posted, but he said that when a batter, especially somebody like a Surya, is batting the way that he does and is playing as aggressively as he does, then at times you perform, at times you don't perform if you're looking for those kind of targets. But the kind of selfless play that Suryakumar Yadav brings to the fore, that in essence is something that this team really really wants to imbibe, is something that this team wants to go with. And lastly, before I go, since I used the word aggressive, there was a mention of this aggressive template that this Indian team is following, to which he said that what's important is the plan and the mindset. While you do all the aggressive stroke play and all, that's fine, but there needs to be a plan and there needs to be a certain mindset. We'll see how all of that comes together when India take the field in Rajkot for the third match. Could be a series decider as well. As we know, India already have a 2-0 lead. They make it 3-0. They take an unassailable lead in this 5-match series. So those were the thoughts of the Indian batting coach, the newly appointed Indian batting coach. Before I leave, I'll just request you to subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't done so already, and share this video with those who you and like me are absolutely nutty about cricket. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.